Will Girling is the EF Pro Cycling nutritionist and sports performance expert. In this video, he's going to go over 8 foods you should avoid before your cycling event.
Number 1 of the foods that you should not have before your race is having a fry up. Oh, I know, a cheeky fry up. So it's so high in fat, so high in like grease and protein and everything. It's got minimal amounts of what you really need, which is carbohydrate. And even the carbohydrate you do have is going to be saturated in oil and fat, and it's going to sit super heavy. It's not going to allow you to perform your best. So if you are at your travel lodge and you're getting the full English, it's probably a bad start to your race. My second food that you should not have, especially on the day before, is steak or red meat. So steak or red meat sits really heavy. It takes a long time to digest. So you will feel it the next day. It will feel like your stomach might be a bit bloated, or you just feel a bit heavy. It may also mean that you need to go to the toilet for a number 2 a little bit later in the day, and that could be at a very inopportune time, like in a race. The third one is fondue. And I guess I don't particularly mean fondue, but I mean cheese. Like having mad amounts of cheese. It's not gonna add anything to your performance the following day. It's not high in carbohydrate. It's not particularly high in protein unless you eat copious amounts, but it is so high in calories, it's just not gonna help you perform. And once again, it's gonna sit heavy and not make you feel great. I felt like you wanted to say something.
What about an energy gel fondue?
Oh my God, we're dipping cheese into energy gel. Oh no, you dip bread into it. Yeah, oh, bread on gel, it's like jam. No. Number 4. Number 4 is beans and lentils. No Heinz baked beans, like, shucks.
You're just making a list of my favorite foods.
I know, yeah, well. So no beans, no lentils, no legumes. These foods are gonna be super high in fiber. Once again, it's gonna make you feel like you're sitting heavy. It's not gonna prioritize carbohydrate. That's gonna store in the most effective way for carb loading and performing your best. And it's also gonna, once again, add to the formation of a stool, which will need to be passed the next day. And if your caffeine in the morning doesn't help you, you're gonna be, once again, stuck on stuck on the toilet. We can't swear, can we?
I'll give it out.
Okay, fine. Bloop. Number 5 is not having shellfish. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but the risk of having a bit of an upset stomach with it, not guaranteeing where it's come from, maybe just being poorly cooked. So moules frites is out of the question. I don't think it's a good choice. It's not gonna add anything to your carb load and so on. And prawn cocktail also, it's not a good choice. Moule frite. All right. A moule frite. Number 6 is maybe counter to what you might think, which is carbonara. So, so many of you are gonna be going, oh, let's have pasta, we need to up the carbs. But having pasta with huge amounts of fat is gonna, once again, slow down the digestion of it. It is gonna increase the calories from a fat source, obviously, which will contribute towards, adverse body composition if you're maybe racing quite regularly. And it will not allow the carbohydrate to be stored as effectively as if it was a more simple carbohydrate. Because when you do compare high GI carbohydrates to low GI, in the day before a race for carb loading, high GI does store more muscle glycogen than low GI. Number 7 is spicy food. I know, so common, like people going out for curries and just getting sore tummies. Being on the toilet all evening or all morning. But spicy food can irritate the stomach, especially if it's not something you have regularly. So having foods that you do have regularly, which is something that I wanted to talk about anyway in this video, is that the last thing you want to do, wherever you're going for your race, whether it's a different country or staying in your own country, is still use foods that you have regularly. Don't spend all your time practicing for your race, having porridge in the morning or whatever it might be, and then get to your hotel, get to your travel lodge, your Airbnb, and then throw a Hail Mary and decide, oh, you know what, I'm gonna have croissant with jam and whatever else. I don't know if people have jam on croissant. That kind of comes in also with having a really high sugary breakfast. Now, just before I said carb load day, it's great to have loads of high GI foods, but on the morning of, if you have just really simple sugar carbohydrates, it increases the speed at which you burn carbohydrate during your race, which means that you will essentially run out quicker. And that's exactly what you don't want to happen. It's having more of a mixed breakfast with moderate GI, including a little bit of protein, a little bit of fat, will help slow that down and make that not happen, essentially. That was number 8, yes. That's it, guys. We're done.
I hope you enjoyed that and found it informative. If you have any questions for Will, put them in the comment section down below. Send him a DM on Instagram or get in touch via his website, which will be in the description down below. He's available for personal coaching at any level, whether it's body composition, performance, or just wanting to eat healthier. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.